guys, it's me Vanessa. I want to make a video for my week 105 post-op VSG surgery, but also for my 2-year post-op surgery. This past 2 years, it's been amazing. I am very happy, and I'll explain more about that in a minute, but let me start with my stats. I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds back in January of 2014. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy back on March 13th of 2017 at 235.2 pounds. And I'm currently sitting at 150.6, which is a loss of 0.8 for the week. Total loss since surgery of 84.6, and I'm down 129.4 pounds from my highest. Now, when I'm looking at from year to year, my 1-year post-op, I was at 154, and then when I hit my 2-year post-op, I was at 148.2 pounds. So I pretty much maintained this after 1 year post-op. I pretty much maintained my weight. I had reached my goal weight of 150, and I'm going back and forth. I think that's why I stress so much that the scale really isn't 100% accurate as far as your efforts and the way you feel and look. I give myself a range. And so my goal is to get under 150, which I'm almost there. I'm at 150.6. But like you see, Wednesday I was at 148.2, so I was under 150. And 145 to 150 is my maintenance range, and that's what I want to stick to. Now, I would love to see 145 and lower, and that is a goal. I mean, I'm not going to say that's impossible because I don't know. I haven't been there yet. But I'm just focused on the actions right now. So making sure that I still work out, making sure that I eat healthy majority of the time. I am actually trying something different this week, and I'm going to increase my calories a little bit. Even though I'm not counting calories, my normal meal plan, I'm just adding a little bit more to it and seeing exactly how my weight reacts to it. So if I start to lose weight with that little increase throughout the week, I'm going to keep it. If I start to gain weight, then I'm going to drop back down to my original goal. So that's kind of like how I determine if a program works for me or not. An eating plan is by doing it and seeing what my body does after. So I'm excited to see and try. A little nervous because, you know, weight, it's a mind thing. I want to be at a certain weight. I want to take care of myself, but I also need to learn. Me wanting to get to 140, I have about 10 pounds to lose. So I really should be in maintenance range calories, not weight loss. And so I'm trying to find that balance. And I'm trying to find a balance in my diet still. You know, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking, what is the way of eating that I can stick to for life and it not be a lot of work? I'm trying to find that perfect range for me. So I'm working on it. Definitely working on it. I do want to share a few things. First, I want to share a few items that I just received. So these containers, these are what I use to keep me on track with my portions. But I also use something called the Ultimate Portion Fix, which just released on March 4th for us coaches. And then it releases today for everyone else. So what you get with the Ultimate Portion Fix, it's a video-based program. So you will get videos to last you for 3 weeks that you watch, and you work with a workbook, which is right here. And then it takes you through, like, obviously the program, right? But it also takes you through the mental aspect of everything and staying on track and what sugar does to you and different options that you have as far as the eating plan, which I really, really enjoy that. That's a really good take on what I've been using for years. It just goes more in depth. And then I have a logbook that I'm going to use with my challengers. We start on the 1st of April, where it's going to be 2 weeks of prep to use this. And so that's what I have right here. And then this was the original cookbook I have, the Fixate cookbook. And then for this Ultimate Portion Fix, I get the second one included. And then I also like how there's a PDF for all of this stuff. So that way I can follow it PDF, but also the recipes are on Beachbody On Demand, where you can actually see them putting it together, which is kind of helpful when you can visually see it instead of just reading off ingredients and directions. But also what I like that they added for the program is a PDF for 75 ideas for packing lunches for children. And so I like how this program is really family-based and children-based. So if you do have that child who is struggling with, like you're struggling getting them eating healthy, or let's say, you know, your child is overweight and you're thinking what to do, this is the perfect time to dive into this, but also talk to the pediatrician and make sure that this plan is okay. Because it isn't cutting calories for children, this program. It's in maintenance calories, but it depends on their level of fitness. So you have to take that into account. You know, are they always on their device, or are they always sitting, or are they very active? Do they have sports that they play? Do they run outside? You know, what's their activity level? And then it tells you exactly how many containers. And the whole thing is, it's a range. It's not an exact calorie. So I don't say I have only 1,300 calories that I eat every day. I have a range between 1,300 to 1,500 calories a day. And so that's what I eat. So if there's a day that I eat a little bit more or lower in the bracket, it's no big deal, because foods, they're all different. And so when I have like a cup of fruit, I can mix that cup of fruit with different fruits, and I don't have to worry about how many calories those fruits are. And so that's what I'm excited about. It's teaching you how to eat long-term and for life. And so today, like I said, the program releases. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments below. I can send you all the information that you need. And you also get added to my support group. So it's not like you get the program and you do it by yourself. No. You have a group of us ladies who are doing the program, and a few guys, and then also you have my one-on-one coaching. So I will have a chat on Facebook open for daily check-ins, so that way I can help you guys one-on-one. Okay, so today's topic I really want to talk about is misconceptions, things that I thought weight loss surgery was all about, and then later on, being 2 years post-op, I've noticed that they're quite different. Now, the very first thing was, when you first get surgery, you have this mentality like, I'm going to never be fat again. I'm going to eat very, very clean for the rest of my life, and I'm never gonna have another soda, I'm never gonna have another candy bar, I'm never gonna have anything, right? And you have, before your pre-op diet, you have this special little diet that you have to do, but before that, you have to binge on all the junk because you're saying goodbye to it for life, right? And I've been there. I did it, right? We all do it. And it's something that I wish a lot more people would talk about in this community, is that you can have that cookie later. You can have that can of soda later, but you just have a lot less of it. And you learn, okay, so let me put this out here first though. I'm not talking about triggers. So if you have a trigger to something, let's say, like for me, graham crackers are my trigger. So if I eat 1 graham cracker, I want more and more and more, right? So those I don't have in my diet. But I'm talking about that one thing that you can have in a portion, no big deal, and you won't touch it for months. And so I wish I would have had that mentality change where saying, you know, I can have these foods later, but just in moderation. And it would have helped train my mind to prep better and to not be so discouraged or upset. It's kind of like where if you have an emotional tie to something, it feels hard. Like they say, you know, before you go into the pre-op diet, you have this food funeral, right? So you're saying goodbye to all these foods. It was really hard for me. I really, really got emotional about saying goodbye to things that I enjoyed so much, because I'm like, oh crap, you know, I'll never enjoy them again. But it's so not true, you know. When you do get further out, you can have things that you normally had before. But like I said, they're in smaller portions. And if you learn a balance between them and say, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy majority of the time, and then every once in a while I can enjoy a donut when I want one, then it's all complete. You have that balance. You don't have any like negative mentality towards food. You don't fear food because you know that it's there if you want it, but it's not a necessity, but you can enjoy it. So that was a huge misconception. Also a huge thing, like I knew that there was a chance for regain. That was something that I've always read, but a lot of people don't talk of why you regain. So we think that just eating bad foods or getting into bad habits, that's what causes regain. But it's the fact that people uncontrollably eat. They eat every hour on the hour and they eat more calories than they burn. So if you're used to having 600 or 800 calories a day, right? And you bump up to 1200 calories, it's not like you're doing that bad, but it's your metabolism is changed so much that it's so low that if you bump up just a few hundred calories, you're going to gain weight easily too, right? And so that's why, you know, I am so happy that my nutritionists have taught me, get up to 1,000 calories a day, stay above that, never go below it once you can get there. And then you have more wiggle room as far as your calories after and maintenance. So now, you know, when I was losing between 1,200 to 1,400 calories, it's no big deal if I have 2,000 calories every once in a while. And it's because I kept my metabolism, I kept it healthy. I was taking care of myself and I made sure that my metabolism was running really well, so that way I can enjoy foods that I enjoy now, but I can also go on vacation, or you know, we can move and we can eat a different way, and I won't have that really huge spike in weight gain like a lot of people who were lower calorie, lower carb. And also a big thing is that people have fear of sugar. And I'm not talking about table sugar. Table sugar is processed, right? It's something that our bodies really don't need. Artificial sweeteners, our bodies don't need that. But actual natural sugar that has fiber included in it, I don't know why people are clumping fruit, starchy vegetables, and whole grains with table sugar. It makes no sense to me. It's one of those things where I'm like, you need energy, right? Carbohydrates is how we get our energy. This is how we're able to exercise. This is how our brain works. We need carbohydrates, but a lot of people fear it. They think that carbs make them fat, and it's not carbs alone that make you fat. Fruit, vegetables, whole grains, they don't make you fat. Eating too much of them, yes, and also eating a high fat diet with processed sugar, that will make you fat. And so, like, if I have a diet on donuts and chips and crackers and cookies, yes, I will gain weight. But if I have a whole food diet of fruit and vegetables and whole grains mixed with my protein, I lose weight. And it's because that's what the body recognizes. It recognizes it as energy, and it uses it, and it doesn't store it because you're having the right amounts. And so it's so important to not fear food. Like, don't fear food. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it. And so that's another misconception sometimes. You know, we think that regain is automatic, like everyone regains. No, you are in control. You are in control of regain. You are in control of your choices. And I was always taught, weigh in minimum once a month for regain to catch it, because it's easier to lose 5 or 10 pounds than have to lose 60 or more. And it takes longer. Regain takes longer to lose. You know, I had 9 pounds of regain after my goal weight, and it took a good 3 months to lose 9 pounds. And it may seem like, wow, that's really hard. Yeah, it's hard, but it's doable. I lost the regain. I got up to, it was almost to 160 pounds. I almost got up to, and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. And so 160 is my no-no. That's my no-no spot. But I just, you know, I wanted to share this. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to share that these past 2 years I've learned a lot, and I want to share more information with you guys. And if you guys have any questions on topics that you want covered, you can post below in the comments, because I'm going to start going from the beginning, like day one of how weight loss surgery is like, prep, that type thing. And so I want to make videos like that, and then maybe once a month or every other week make like a weight loss update or like a weekly weigh-in type thing. But yeah, so you guys take care. I will see you next Monday, and yeah, be healthy, be happy, exercise. Exercise is one of the most important things that I found in my life, and I'm so grateful I found it. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. It changes your body composition. It's great for mental health, clarity, but it also helps keep your bone density and muscle mass. And so it's so important to work out, but not for weight loss. You don't work out for weight loss. You work out for health, and then you eat healthy for weight loss. But yeah, so like I said, let me know if you guys have any questions that you want me to cover, and I will see you all next Monday. Bye for now.